Dude, y'all smell that new dope cologne over at the mall at the Abercrombie store, man? It's fire. Yo, what is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and this is Oh So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name is Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love, and I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing, dude. And hit me down decent in my bell end. Give it a good wallop. Boop. Go ahead and try it. That lets you know when I'm uploading new fire fragrances like this, because who knows, could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane. That's why I put the hoodie on and had that weird intro. For those that know what I'm talking about here, we're doing the 2002 Abercrombie Fitch's Fierce, which was all over the place back in the mall. I actually never owned the bottle. I probably smelled it 1,000 times as you're going by and they're trying to spritz you in the face with this fragrance. But Sam over at Dua decided to redo this, do his Vifragra, and get his little groove on and get that nostalgia for everybody that was requesting this. I saw this requested almost more than any fragrance I've seen was this Abercrombie Fitch Fierce, especially the red letter label that was out very beginning. That was completely powerful. And like I said, it just was a very popular fragrance. I just remember so many wearing it. So we're gonna get into it. And that fragrance was known as Fierce there, but in the Dua house, #Fierce.
You can follow me, you can follow me, you can follow me, I'll take you where you wanna go. You can follow me, you can follow me, you can follow me, baby, I'm about to blow. I can take you to the hood, I can take you to the block, I can take you to the streets, I can take you to the spot, I can take you to the bottom, I can take you to the top. All you gotta do is
As I said before, this fragrance was a 2002 blockbuster all through the early 2000s. This thing was on every single kid. As you walk by, they were spritzing you, spraying you. It's the bottle with the dude with no shirt on. A lot of people know what I'm talking about. Obviously, that's why you guys are here. So let's get into why you all came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my #Fierce. And of course, I got my handy dandy fresh strip. And we're gonna put Fierce to paper. One is all is necessary. All right. As I said, I didn't own this thing back in the day. So this is kind of like a first impression for me, even though I've smelled it a bunch, but I've never actually dug my nose into it and did my thing on it. Very aromatic sage note in the front with some really nice citrus as well. And there's some aquatic notes, slightly salty, but not very overbearing salty. But that sage is very nice. The citruses in there and the herb that's in the beginning is very powerful. It is quite overwhelming and not nowhere near in a bad way. It's just I don't remember it being this strong. I know Sam does his thing, but I think he went above and beyond with this one because it is very strong. I almost need to smell it from back here. So the opening is very bold, fresh citrus, sage, and that aquatic notes just punches you right in your mouth. When you get to the mid, there's some more spices coming in there. Definitely a very fragrant jasmine note is present. Some rosemary. So they kind of threw the whole kitchen sink in this without being a cluster F, if you know what I mean. So that slight florals, but this stays masculine. Not a very flowery floral type of note or any type of weirdness like that. So a jasmine, definitely that rosemary, and it stays. Some of those aquatics are still pushing through, and the citruses are starting to die down as well. So they're not so in your face, but the rest of those spices and those floral notes are definitely pushing through. As always, I have some drying down. I got some on my hoodie now. So this has been on here for a very long time, and I'm gonna just be upfront with you guys. This thing is monstrous. I didn't expect this thing to be so powerful. I don't know what I was expecting, kind of, because I don't remember how strong. Like I said, I had no gauge to base this on. I'm just going off of when I put this thing on, the very first thing. So I spray inside of my dungeon of doom. I head out, go to a store. I meet up with my wife. Her parents are there. We're buying a bunch of doomsday stuff for the Armageddon that's at hand. But anyway, we go to the Costco, and that's the first thing they said is when I met up with them was how strong this fragrance was. And I had sprayed that 20 minutes ago, and it was pushing really hard. And my wife said she could track me through the entire Costco, which is saying a bunch. So anyway, let's get to the dry down itself. A creamy sandalwood. There's a couple other woody notes in here as well. There's no vanilla whatsoever, but I think that's that sandalwood playing tricks with the rosemary and all the different herbs. But it gives a slight vanilla vibe to it, but utmost wood notes. Very, very masculine. It's fresh still as well, but like I said, wood is the dominant factor in this base for me. And then there's also a very, very high quality musk that I get from it. And saying that, the musk, the wood, this, I don't know if it's a unisex fragrance. I think this is more masculine to me. The fresher notes that are in it definitely could be played. And as I say, always wear what you love what you wear. So if you're a woman and you want to wear this, do not listen to me and say that it's a masculine. But when I say that, I mean, in general, this would tend to lean more towards in favor of men. So if you love this scent, put it on. If your boyfriend loves it, if your husband loves it, if you have it and you love it, whatever, put it on. I want you guys and girls to be happy. But me to try to classify to help people that are watching that do not know, I think this is masculine. It is not go, beat your chest manly, but the notes tend to go more masculine for me. All in all, this thing is very aromatic and is very, very strong, especially within the first 2 hours. You got arm's length projection, and that is a lot. This thing is pushing. It's getting close to or towards that Dua Man and that Royal Chariot, where those things push well beyond. So those are stronger, but this is a very, very powerful and will be understated as a projection beast. This thing is a monster. 10 plus hours. I've tested this multiple days. It's my scent of the day today. It's a very nice fragrance. I did not know what to expect. I thought it was going to be a little bit more overhype and it smelled good back in 2000, so it smelled outdated. It definitely isn't modern, if you would, but the twists I think that Sam did, very powerful. It brings back nostalgia, in the same nostalgia that you would get from, say, a Le Mans or something like that from the 90s and 2000s. This will put that right back in your head, right in your nose, right up in this piece here, and fill up your head with good memories. I hope, as me, I just remember going in there, chasing after the girlies, and I'm wearing my own stuff back then, but I remember them all spraying it, the dudes with no shirts on. They probably were modeled after my body, so... But anyway, Sam here really knocked this inspired expression and this resurrected vintage series fragrance out of the park, or better yet, he knocked it out of the mall, because that's where this was plucked from. He went to the mall. I'm very positive that he has a time machine. He went back, got him a bottle, boop, put it in his pocket, came back, and that's what we have. It is very good. I think tons of people will like it. I already saw on the pages that people were going nuts for it. This thing is a very good creation. So Sam, you did your thing. All the dudes, you guys are gonna love this. I love it. It's gonna stay in my collection. I'm very, very proud to have it. So till I come to you guys again, I love you so much. Be safe out there and be blessed and stay fresh.
We got shorties on the fly.